Oh, okay.
Mexican sealed in the Chilean. I don't know. I don't know if I buy this because it doesn't. If that's the case,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense for this guy to still be hanging around.
Unless he doesn't know that the Chileans, because if he was Chilean and he's actually waiting for his friends.
I mean, Holmes seems convinced that he's Mexican.
Yeah. Wait, so let's review what evidence we've got.
Okay.
So, the mine tracks.
Yeah.
Are likely to be, because those aren't the same tracks that we found going out of the
Evesham
station.
Yeah.
Las Czar Pass is the Mexican company, which was found near the lake, which also had the deep tracks.
Yes.
So which looked like it's been carrying something heavy.
Yeah.
If they're stealing something.
It looks like they went directly from Evesham to the lake.
The train went off the tracks before it got to Doncaster, and then it was loaded onto a boat that was taken away. They've used the same cart to take the extra rail track
a few hundred feet of standby rails
away from Evesham to here. And they've loaded whatever train onto their heavy lifting boats, sailed it across the lake, and then on the other side they've unloaded, stealing the prototype or whatever in the special carriage.
So hang on. But then why are the tracks from the beach the same as at Evesham? At the lake and stuff, there's no need for the mines to be involved and for them to collapse the tunnel.
Yeah, you're right. We've got another clue here. The train could be sunk. So this adds an extra little thing in it.
So yeah, it's do we think the train was sunk or sealed in the mines?
Oh wait a sec, because the order of the train was locomotive, coal car, first class car, post wagon, special train. So that one was at the back. So at the delay,
so I chose to wait a while.
They could have easily unhitched that, stolen whatever they needed to.
Oh right, yeah. So they could have. So the rest of the train could be sealed in the mines, and just the last carriage could have been unloaded and then sunk.
Robinson is innocent in this all.
I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
The train never got to Chesterfield, if that's the case.
Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
Or it did, but it could have been minus that carriage.
Yeah. If it passed Chesterfield, then it's going to be related to be in the lake.
I think it did because he got the number right.
Yeah.
In his telegram.
So
he definitely saw...
It definitely passed Chesterfield, which means that it must be going to the quarry.
It seems like he's in on it.
Yeah.
I reported the train's passage by telegraph.
Because he has to be lying about that. The mines were collapsed with dynamite, and the road, someone stole them to do it into the quarry rather than to the mines. Mexicans drowned the Chileans. I mean, I would say in this case, it would be blind justice.
If there's been an actual, murder and cover-up, that seems like the thing to do.
Yeah?
I think we're pretty settled on that, right?
Yeah, well, because as well, if they blew up the mines, the Mexicans didn't get the mines.
Yeah.
And so it could have been just like, fuck your mines then.
Yeah.
Mexicans are angry, and the Chileans were left on board to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think that's the best we can do.
Blind justice. Confirmed.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble. But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. All the same, I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently, without any talk of politics.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
I feel like we could have seen this before making our decision.
Watson, we know that the Barkazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Excellent.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. A journalist will be here before
As
you
you
know
can
it.
send a telegraph or
Goodbye,
something.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Sometime later, he's just gone to the horse races. Watson's out for revenge.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
No! You simply Mexicant. Save him, Watson!
Oh dear.
Oh, Watson. What?
Right.
Hand! Excellent shot, Watson. He looked really funny. He looked so sad.
Shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my
So many
God.
achievements.
I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Da da da
Not
da
in
da
the
da.
sitting room, and
Holmes.
not with you wearing a blindfold.
Should we check our conclusion?
Yes, let's. Because it took us a long time to get there.
Yeah,
Yay, we solved.
I accept it. And we were just in the last one as well.
We were simply just. Here's Watson. Ready for a new case. Oh dear.
What happened?
I did heroin.
I feel
Lots of heroin.
deathly.
Don't you look it? Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh,
The pupil is
Yeah.
dilated.
yeah.
It's nice to be Watson for a change.
The temperature appears to be normal.
Yeah.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. with
Yep.
the pulse. Around 50 beats per minute.
That's quite good.
Dying, Holmes.
For lying
Your
down.
pulse rate is dropping. We need
I just
to
meant the
get you to
mechanic.
hospital
Not
immediately.
his heartbeat. I don't know what a good pulse is.
Give it to me.
He's taking poison.
Antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura.
I
was
thought it
compelled
would be funny.
Holmes,
I mistook it for dandelion and
what
burdock.
happened?
I knew that you would.
I thought girls would think it was cool.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. I'm glad to find you here.
I forgot how much I like Lestrade.
This is a strange
He's great. We haven't seen him for
Brought in
ages.
2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and
Sons
so
are lords.
on. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
With their pants
A
pulled
romantic
down.
escapade with an
My.
unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they
Oh,
were,
they
both
were in the bath.
But what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic.
Sounds
Isn't
like
that the
Japes to
largest
me.
steamer ever built?
Japes and
Yes. And these 2
Toe
young
Willigers.
banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder.
I like that one about the
We're unable
naked
to find
boys.
Sherlock Holmes in the case of the naked boys.
The naked boat
A
buddies.
murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Oh, I didn't think I needed it today.
Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Mysteries.